Thank you, Master Democrat. Thank you for giving us a Democrat holiday. Juneteenth. Thank you, Master Sleepy Joe. Thank you, Joe Biden. Thank you. Even though the Democrats have done absolutely nothing for black people ever, but give them Planned Hollywood. Planned Hollywood, not Planned Parenthood. I said Planned Hollywood. These niggas is faker than Hollywood, let me tell you. The only thing the Democrats have given them is, some welfare so they could barely get by. So they could just, eat, government cheese, never get a job. You know what I mean? So they could control them, mentally enslave them. The only thing the Democrats have ever given black people is government cheese. And Juneteenth, they give them a holiday. Every few years they give them a holiday, some fake ass holiday. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and Planned Parenthood, so they could kill their babies. Hashtag no lie. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. Hold on, let me give you some volume over here. Mentally enslaved, completely under control of the Democrat Party. And hold up. Juneteenth is also, you gotta share it though. You can't have it all for yourself. No, you gotta share it with LGBT Pride Month. Give us your babies. Send your babies to Planned Parenthood to be deleted. Juneteenth is fake. Pride Month is fake. These are fake leftist, Democrat, communist tactics. You need to be aware of the mental enslavement by the leftist communists. The purpose of all these fake ass holidays, this is all the same. I keep repeating the same thing to you. LGBT, Juneteenth, CV, take 14 boosters, reparations. This is all the same garbage. This is all leftist, communist garbage to fill your little tiny, Cheetos brain with nonsense. You know what I'm saying? These leftist, communist, demon rats, Democrats have done nothing for you. They just want to throw you a bone. They want to throw you 4 chicken wings to get your vote. But these niggas have not done nothing for the black community ever. As a matter of fact, let me give you the truth. Let me give you the history of Juneteenth. Okay? Let me give you the history.
To be said, Juneteenth only exists because Democrats did not want to give up their slaves. And even now in the present day, they still do not want to give them up. Let me tell you why. Juneteenth actually exists because Union General Gordon Granger had to go down to the beaches of Galveston, Texas on June 19th, 1865 to tell the slaves there that they were free. Now, those of you who understand history realize Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation 2.5 years before on January 1st, 1863. So what happened in that 2.5 year period?
2 years after the slaves were freed by Abraham Lincoln and the Republicans after the Civil War. 2 years after, the Democrat slave owners still have slavery. And it's even after that. Even after Juneteenth. People think that, slavery ended with, with the Civil War. No. 2 years later, they had to go down there, send the fucking troops down there, to tell these white Democrat slave owners that, yo, we defeated the Confederacy and there is no more slavery. You need to let these people go. And even after Juneteenth, for years, for another 5 to 6 years, they had to keep sending the troops down there to Mississippi, to Texas, to Alabama, to Missouri, to all these fucking southern states, to North Carolina, to Florida, to South Carolina, to Tennessee. Because there will be still pockets of slave Democrats, slave owner Democrats, that will not want to let go. They will not following the law. That's the truth. That is the truth of Juneteenth, of slavery.
I'm about to ruin Juneteenth for some of y'all, but it needs to be said.
The Civil War was the Northern Yankees, the Republic. Because back in the day, you see, things are flipped now, right? Because now New York, New Jersey, right? Those are like Democrat states, right? Massachusetts, Connecticut. But back in the day, it was flipped. Back in the day, the North was the Republicans and the South were the Democrats. The Civil War was by the Northern Republicans against the Southern Democrats that did not want to let go of slavery.
Juneteenth only exists because Democrats did not want to give up their slaves. And even now in the present day, they still do not want to give them up. Let me tell you why. Juneteenth actually exists because Union General Gordon Granger had to go down to the beaches of Galveston, Texas on June 19th, 1865 to tell the slaves there that they were free. Now, those of you who understand history realize Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation 2.5 years before on January 1st, 1863. So what happened in that 2.5 year period? Basically, the Southern Democrat slave owners kept their own slaves in the dark because they did not want to give those slaves up and remove those literal chains. So Gordon Granger had to go all the way down there and tell the slaves they were free, and if he had not, then many Democrats would have kept those chains on those slaves forever. People are going to hear that information and feel some kind of way. I don't really care about that. What I care about is the fact that, yes, Joe Biden made this a national holiday because it was originally only a state holiday here in Texas until very recently. But he did this intentionally because the Democratic Party wants to rewrite history, and they're doing everything in their power to do that and to distance themselves from their own negative history. People will now say, oh, well, the party switched. And the reason they say that is because they do not want you to realize that the very same reason that those Southern Democrat slave owners did not want to tell the slaves they were free is the same reason they will not tell people today that they are free and can actually make their own choices, which is why they keep individuals in the black community shackled to the Democrat Party, shackled to the inner cities that don't serve them, and shackled to policies that ultimately do not serve their best interest. So the fact of the matter is, someone can sit there and complain and say, oh, the party switched, oh, you're rewriting history. No, I'm telling you the actual facts. You can look them up for yourselves, but you are the one that's made the decision to take those chains off, and if you don't, then that's ultimately on you. So if you did not know this information, now you do. Even if you did know it, share it with somebody else, because I guarantee you not enough people understand the real history behind Juneteenth, and it needs to be spread far and wide.
Whether in America or in Europe, these are all leftist communists. Just like China, just like Russia, just like Islamic countries. It's all the same shit. Once you see it, you spot it a mile away real quick. The leftist communists, whether in China, whether in Russia, whether Democrats in America, whether Islamics, it's always the same shit. They guilt trip you and they want to control your mind. They distort reality, they distort history, and they always lying and faking. A couple years ago, you had the BLM because of the George Floyd. But nobody, none of the media showed you the 20 minutes. Yes, 20 minutes. It took 20 minutes to get that man out of the car. Nobody showed you that part of the footage, even though it's all over the fucking internet. But it wasn't, promoted by the mainstream media. He was wrestling with the police, wrestling and tussling, and they could have just shot him in the car. You know what I'm saying? 20 minutes dragging this nigga out of the car. He's throwing elbows. He's throwing all types of... He did not want to get out the car. And he was on drugs. Then you had the reparations. That kind of died down a little bit now. But, but a couple of years ago, all over, black YouTube was the talk of reparations. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, these people want a check. That was also created by the leftist, communist, white man. The commies. These people didn't think of these things for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Black people didn't come up with Juneteenth. Black people didn't come up with reparations. This is the leftist communists that start pushing this shit through the media, and just black people, you know what I mean, just follow along. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean, you're supposed to get a check. You're not a slave. Your mama wasn't a slave. Your mama was just on welfare. Your grandma was on welfare. Your grandmama was on welfare. There hasn't been slavery in America for like hundreds of fucking years. So are we gonna give a reparation check to the Civil War Yankees that fought for your freedom? Do we owe the white people, the white soldiers, a check as well? And their families from today? No, we don't owe them fucking a check. We don't owe the soldiers or their family members a check. We don't owe you a check. This is 2026. Oh, you want a check? You want a check? You've been getting a fucking check. Your mama been on fucking welfare for 50 years. The fuck out of here. You've been eating government cheese all your fucking life. Give us that fucking money back. Dumbass niggas. These niggas just see anything on YouTube or on TV and just follow along. You know what I'm saying? And they're 40, 50, 60, 70 years from now, they will still be in the fucking ghetto because they spent all their bullshit on fucking weaves and Jordans and nonsense and iPhones and stupid shit and fitted hats. And... Bro, you cannot. Hey, fucking retarded crack babies. That's what this is. You know what I mean? They put them in the fucking projects. They put them in the fucking ghetto. They feed them fucking government cheese. You know what I mean? With all types of fucking chemicals. You know what I mean? And keep them fucking retarded and stupid and broke. You know what I mean? Contain these niggas. That's what the Democrat Party has done for you. Absolutely nada. Nothing. And they never will do anything for you. And it's the same thing in China. You know what I mean? It's the same thing in Russia. It's the same thing in Islam. It's the same thing now in Europe. They will never do nothing for you but tax you, give you crappy fucking food, and no jobs. Nothing. These people will not give you anything. No education, horrible education. Boy. And then you want to blame the white man. Your kids grow up to be fucking criminal, psychotic little monkeys, and you want to blame the white man. You want to blame the white man because you're walking around with a fucking gun and, you know what I mean, 30 grams of fucking cocaine because you don't want to get a job. You know what I mean? A car with no registration, no insurance. And then when you get pulled over and, you know what I mean, you tussle and wrestle with the police officer, you get shot or fucking murked. And it's, you know, it's the white man's fault. You know what I'm saying? Keep these retarded monkeys out of your life. Hashtag no lie. Keep the retarded stupid bitches out of your life. Hashtag no lie. Keep the Muslim that might just blow, you know what I mean, out of your life. You can spot these niggas. I spot these niggas a mile away. Whether they're white or black, they come in all shapes and colors. You know what I mean? I spot these fucking Euro cucks and bums and Muslims and broke niggas a mile away, son. Keep these niggas out of your life. As soon as any politician starts talking about DEI, diversity, equality, inclusion, or any other dumb shit, you know what I mean? Oh, I'm going to give you free food like Mom Dami in New York City. Mom Dami's talking about he's going to open up free supermarkets where you're going to get free food. Does anybody fucking believe this garbage? You're going to get a supermarket robbed is what you're going to get. Ain't nobody getting no fucking free food. Talking about I'm going to tax the rich. No, the rich are just going to leave to Florida and Texas. You know what I'm saying? They already left. And within the next 5 years, half of Wall Street is going to be empty. You know what I mean? Half of fucking Brooklyn is going to be empty because the Jews are just going to sell all the fucking buildings and be out. They're just going to move to fucking Pennsylvania or Missouri or Florida or Texas. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going to stay in fucking New York City paying like 65% tax rate. The nigga said he trying to tax the property owners and the business owners 65%. More than fucking half of your money. To give it to who? To give it to broke niggas and baby mamas? Bro, these communist tactics and policies never work. They don't work in Russia, in China, in Islam, in Cuba, Venezuela, and Mexico, they don't work. Stop being a hater. Stop blaming people for your fucking, you know what I mean, how you were raised because your mama and your daddy were complete fucking idiots. Get away from all the fucking monkeys and go live a new life and go work. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of opportunity. This is the land of opportunity in America. Put on a fucking white collar shirt, button that shit up, get some registration, get some insurance, stop smoking weed, and put down the Henny. Stop smoking the fucking dispensary. Who the hell put it? Who put up the dispensary weed in every corner now? Who put up the fucking liquor store in every corner now? Huh? Democrat. You don't see that shit in fucking rural fucking Pennsylvania. You don't see that shit in rural fucking Texas. You know what I'm saying? All the red states banned the fucking marijuana. Where do you have all these fucking dispensaries? Legal weed. I knew that shit from the start. Even when I was a young dummy, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really understand it very well like I do now. But even back then, I was like, I don't trust none of these niggas. Then I realized that all these fucking companies are run by white man. I was like, they're gonna give you free weed. They're gonna give you legal weed on every corner in New Jersey. There's a fucking dispensary every other mile. There's like more dispensaries now than daycares. There's more dispensaries than schools. Like, what the fuck? How much fucking weed? How much weed do you need? You know what I'm saying? And you go in there and all you see is blacks and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? You see some white people too, but you know what I mean? All you see is these leftist fucking commies, brainwashed, brain dead. You know what I mean? I was like, when I was young, I used to smoke weed. But as soon as the dispensary weed, the legal weed came out, I was like, that shit's suspect, boy. Ain't no fucking white man gonna give you no fucking dispensary, no legal weed for your benefit. I was mad suspect of that shit from the rip. As a matter of fact, when the dispensary started opening up, that's when I stopped smoking weed. When they first started opening up in California and Washington, you know what I mean? Total fucking leftist hellholes. Because they first opened up in California, in you know what I mean, in Portland, you know what I mean, in Washington on the west coast, right? Then in Colorado. When I first started seeing that, I'm like, this shit's mad suspect, boy. And then I tried it, and I'm like, this shit is not weed. That dispensary shit is not weed. That shit is laced, nigga. I don't know what they're lacing that shit with. Fentanyl. Or that is some strong ass weed, son. I was smoking weed all my life. And that first time I smoked that dispensary weed, that shit put me out for like 3 hours. I had to take a 3-hour nap. I had a super tolerance. You know what I mean? I never had to take no type of fucking naps. I never was fucking woozy. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is not. I'm a professional weed smoker at that time. I'm like, this is not weed. This shit is laced. Oh, hell no. This shit is laced with something. And I even tried it a couple more times in different places to see if it would be different. The same shit. That shit is strong as hell, son. Strong as hell. I was like, oh, hell no. These white devils is not going to get me. That shit is designed. Where do they put the dispensaries? In the leftist blue states. Where do they put them close? To the cities where black people are at. Because they want to keep black people fucking stupid. They want you to stay high. They don't want you getting an education. They don't want you building a business. They don't want you they don't want you to get out the hood. You know what I'm saying? They want you broke and stupid. That is the goal of the Democrats. Just like any communist in any country. Like in Islam. They want to keep you broke and stupid so they could control you. Boy, you need to wake the fuck up, man. Let me tell you. Never, ever, 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 ever trust the left. Never. These niggas is mad clever, son. They're mad clever. The LGBT, the BLM, it never ends. These fucking demons have more costumes than Halloween. These fucking leftist communist demons have more costumes than Halloween. Now the new one is Islam. Now they're trying to push Islam across America. You know what I'm saying? A few years ago, it was reparations. Before that, it was CV. Before that, it was Juneteenth. And before that, it was LGBT. They're always trying to get at you from one type of angle or another. You know what I'm saying? Always trying to come up with a new way to mentally enslave you. That is their goal. That is always their goal. But once you see it, Once you see it a mile away. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. You know what I'm saying? Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you see the truth about these fucking Decepticons, you can't unsee it, and you spot it a mile away. As soon as anybody starts talking to me about diversity, get the fuck out of here, nigga. I don't want no type of diversity. Diversity means broke niggas. Broke niggas and criminals all around you. That's what that means. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fucking place with diversity a fucking safe place. Let's just keep it G. You know what I mean? Even black people, as soon as they get some money, a rapper, a doctor, a businessman, any black person that gets money, as soon as they get some money, what do? Pyong! They get the fuck out the hood. You know what I mean? They go live next to white people. Or, you know what I mean, Jewish people. Or Asians. Or, you know what I mean, decent people. They go into the suburbs where you don't even know who lives there because you don't see anybody. You barely see a fucking squirrel in the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? The first thing they do is get the fuck out the ghetto. Get the fuck away from these dirty ass, retarded ass monkeys and Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit in Mexico. It's the same thing. It's the same thing in Venezuela. You know what I mean? Good thing we got rid of that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Had them niggas didn't even have toilet paper, son. You went into the supermarket in Venezuela, they didn't even have toilet paper. No food. Communism. And they paint you a picture like China is coming up. China is so rich. Nigga, have you been to China? They show you like one good nice city. You know what I mean? Like when they do like a, you know what I mean, like a cool little video of New York City. They show you like the, you know, the skyscrapers and shit. You know what I mean? The same thing in Islam. You know what I mean? You go 10 miles out of Riyadh. You go 10 miles out of Dubai. And what do you see? Niggas living in fucking tents with no fucking running water. You know what I mean? This is all facade, my nigga. This is all fucking fake. These niggas is fake as hell. Go to fucking China. Go drive fucking 10 miles out of Shenghua. Xinjiang, or whatever the fuck it is. You see niggas living in fucking huts. No water, no job, nothing. Same thing in fucking Moscow. They show you like the pretty little churches, but you drive 5 miles, you drive 20 minutes out, away from the fucking city, and you're fucking living in a fucking ice tent. Broke as hell. All these niggas is fucking liars, nigga. Liars and thieves and Decepticons. All they want to do is control you, take your money to taxation, take your money to dispensaries, take your money to garbage. You know what I'm saying? They want to take money from you. They want to take money from your businesses. They want to control you and lock you in for your vote. Brainwash you with some division and you know, racism, and you know what I mean, it's Trump, or before that it's Reagan, or it's always some dumb shit with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? You cannot believe none of these leftist communists in Canada, in Australia. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same shit. It's the Jews. Now it's the Jews. It's the Jews. Before that was the white man. They always want to blame somebody except themselves. They're always projecting bullshit on other people when it is themselves that are manipulating and mentally enslaving you. You need to be aware and do not be deceived, like Jesus Christ said. He said that like 12 times in the Bible. Do not be deceived by the Muslims, by the Democrats, by the communists, by the Chinaman, the Russian, the Muslim, the demon man, the woman. A bunch of these fucking states, and nothing you'll notice is like a bunch of these leftist fucking blue states are run by women. Come on, bro. That's a massive fucking red flag. Don't ever take any advice from fucking women. Definitely not political advice. Definitely not financial advice. I don't need to know what the fuck you're talking about. And any fucking state or city run by a woman has massive amounts of fucking homelessness. Crazy taxation. You know what I mean? Look at Italy. They brought in a stupid bitch. You know what I mean? The blonde stupid bitch to run Italy. Italy's falling apart. In Spain, the same thing. In the UK, they have half the fucking senators. More than half the senators and representatives in the UK are women. You know what I mean? Muslim women. Not even Muslim men. Even fucking worse. And look at the UK. It's just homelessness everywhere. the inquiry was released. The Epstein files of the UK are called the Grape Inquiry. You can look it up on Twitter's. Over 250,000 grapes of young white girls. Boy, you need to wake the fuck up, my nigga. Stop listening to fucking Sneakos and Andrew Tates and Nikos and Nikki and Bicky and all these fucking dumbass niggas and Candace Owens and all these stupid bitches. They just drop a bag. The Democrats just send them a fucking bag, $250,000 here. You know what I mean? Being outside. You know what I'm saying? They just be buying niggas. Mom Dami and all these dumbass niggas. Do you really think that a woman or a fucking Muslim is gonna run your state or city correctly? I mean, are you fucking retarded? Wake the fuck up, people. Wake the fuck up, please. Thank you.